Yeah.
I am not going to be corrupted by this planet's moral standards.
Hey, Marcus.
You say so.
Speaking of,
Never seen her in my house.
Louder.
It sounds the same. I'm assuming it's Marcus. I don't want to.
Yeah, it's Marcus.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've never seen you wear a mask.
I like to wear it with travel.
funky.
You have to hide how handsome he is, otherwise all the girls will go to his yard.
I thought it was the milkshake song.
That was the joke.
To an extent, yes. We were discussing the nature of calendars when you arrived.
Oh, calendars. Yeah, those are funny things.
Oh, well, it was like a pinup calendar, but I was saying it'd be funny if y'all did a pinup calendar of the staff team, but instead of like the traditional one where it's like more funny, goofy kind of one. Where everybody like doing goofy shit in the photos, and like certain months it would have the entire staff doing goofy shit, like everybody running around with a wiffle ball bat hammer. just one of them in the middle of being attacked with it, or like a water gun fight or something. I think that'd be kind of funny.
Those sound pretty fun and creative.
Yeah.
Also potentially associates, considering there are, what, 4? Usually only 4 main members of staff.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
Yeah, it'd still be fun. Well, you can always do the part-timers, too.
Potentially. Perhaps I could have an excuse to bring Miss SC.
It's been a while since I've seen her. How is she?
Since you're here, I have a question for you, Marcus. Do you have any openings part-time? Because I just had a large opening in my schedule.
Mainly trying to ration the oil that I've had to
Basically,
use up.
my ceiling is done with basically, I'm doing it like college courses, and she's the equivalent of
I do still have at
the
least,
summer break kind of
I
thing.
believe 7 bottles.
Because she's been doing it nearly for 6 or 7 months now.
Maybe just a little bit of part-time kind of stuff. I'm talking like, if there's a mess to be cleaned up or just helping clean up around here, I'm happy to give you a couple of credits. Nothing too crazy.
Still have scorch marks.
Any availability, really, I'm happy with. It's just to keep me busy. I got nothing going on right now.
There's parts of me
I ain't really having any actual housing of staff or nothing like that.
Though I do recall
Just
my core
helping
temperatures
clean
before
up
I
a little
rested the
bit.
second time reaching upwards of, I believe,
Nice and simple.
137
I had someone else do
degrees.
part-time janitorial work around here before too. It's good. Nice and easy. That be up your alley?
I see.
Any availability, I'm happy with. Position as well. If you need help preparation or stocking of like supplies or requisitions, I can also do that. Seeing how I run my own business and I do it on my own time, I know how to do requisitions
Since
and
you
stocking.
mentioned it, I have a garage down the road, basically a couple of blocks down. That's where I saw some things like extra utensils, things like that. Usually it's probably just me and Gabe or Felix that run it.
Similar to yours.
Yeah, cleaning
You just
and
basically
moving
get a
supplies
stock
from
on
there
what you
and
got.
back.
Though a smaller point.
Nothing too crazy. I had
If
one
at any
fellow
point-
where I mentioned that,
Yeah.
oh, I'm open to the idea of him working here. And then he jumped back behind the counter saying he working here months later because of that mention, right? I've been a bit apprehensive with the hiring or how I word it. It's just cleaning and moving stuff. That's it.
Regardless of how I integrate
Just
it,
so
if I
little.
just carry it or integrate it into the armature, it will restrict.
If any time,
Should I wish
because
to
my
at the same time.
skills do lie in that area, just simply logging what you got, kind of thing, like warehouse-wise, I can also do.
Only have two hands.
Just and then give you the form on what you have in stock and what is low.
I
Basic
appreciate
warehouse
it.
stuff.
A lot of people here,
That is a good idea.
if you manage to do some work or it gets mighty messy in here,
If only I had
I'll be given 120 credits for the day. I hope that's alright. I know it ain't much compared to a full-on job.
But I do know that
Well, it's part-time, so you can't really ask very much, you know? It's not like you're gonna get medical benefits, you know?
Actually, use the
True, I can't really give you dental advantages.
Realistically, who can at this economy?
Not
What
many.
society do we live in, really?
I appreciate it.
Fourth dimensionally, I swear to God.
Oh, that reminds me. I gotta print something.
swear to God, I'm gonna crash out.
This might make you crash out. I gotta print something.
Oh.
Yes, I know I had told Miss Sentinel about it, but you had seen it firsthand before.
I can do that.
Just sign that. Yeah, just sign that a little bit. And you know, you can have the little part-time.
I appreciate the professionality. Some people just say you're hired and don't even do this. It's good to actually have a proper form and
You can have
tax
your little thing,
shit.
and if you need it for something, you know.
What are you marked down for the address of the establishment? Industrial, and then what is the street name?
Industrial. This is BAY09. That's basically the entire thing. The postal code is, you know, B09. My company, I'll write it down on my end. What this is.
I'm not gonna have the social thing because I technically am not born here.
Oh yeah, that's alright. It's just helpful information, right? So this is the
Yeah,
FOB,
I do
Forward
have legal
Operating
address here in
Bakery,
Zafira.
Cafe Barricade. There we go.
I do have this world's equivalent of a food permit as well.
And then you can
just
have the
for
janitor.
certification.
It's also nanite acid, so it's a good it might have been done. I do realize.
But yeah, you can take that and you can show it to people if you need to show it to someone. No problem.
I will snap. I will turn this one to you and I'll just print out another one.
No problem.
Perhaps it evaporated.
I also included my certification and where you can find them. I have my
Thank you,
portfolio
thank
added
you.
on there.
Oh, that's so sweet of you.
Considering that if I did,
These things are
Also,
really handy.
with the charity, I know that you're associated. I wanted to ask if it's okay if I make clothing for the charity. I will not be charging,
Yeah,
just
there's
as a
a donation box and things like that. You can put notes down and all.
The only thing I ask for is the size ranges, because I know some otherworld beings come in way different sizes and proportions.
I don't rightly know, but I'm sure they.
I can do humanoid and then special request.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perhaps a similar manner of.
Even with the general sizes that are around, I'm sure people be appreciative.
Perhaps it's following.
If anything,
Marcus's. Perhaps it is following his.
she hands you a form. I printed this out beforehand, so when I did run into you, it's basically a contact form, and you just simply, I would come down, get measurements, and then make clothing for that individual. Yeah, that's simply just for the clothing that would be made for those special individuals.
Alright. Understood.
Perhaps it also got erased with the rest of the code.
Thank you.
No problem. I'll put the stuff up so we'll see.
Someone more technically,
Okay, thank you.
code basing on the mind. Miss Void is busy
How are you doing today?
worrying about her own problems, which I can
You
understand.
would be able to help me get some psi crystals.
Have an external optical.
And dorm. That's what I thought. I don't know.
So she's
I
distracted
don't
me
know.
playing with the tail.
Yeah,
Distracted
I
me
have
with
been,
ignoring her.
yes,
Mine's
but
fully
I'm
integrated with a movable thing.
Yes, I don't want to
really
look
know
in
who
that
the fuck
direction.
you are, and
Like that.
That was too much
But
valuable.
instead of it actually, unlike yours where it goes upwards, it just simply moves up in this direction directly on the helmet. It has like a plating and pad, so it doesn't actually scratch the lenses. It's more of an XR system. What is yours?
Send a GPN. Just an emotional thing.
You had to do this
We use red because
I'm not worried
kinda
about
fits
it.
my. Yeah, what do we tell you how to do?
Is it like
It's
Regular cleaning towel I'd rather get these.
nice, or is it literally just
Marks off
dedicated
of my
infrared?
chassis.
dedicated. Got a battery pack and everything. I don't have any opticals like that. I'm pure bone.
I'm gonna go upstairs for a bit and look for the stuff we picked up
One of these XR units.
yesterday.
Yeah, you want me to come look at it with you?
You just simply put
If
it
you want
onto
to,
your face
absolutely.
and you have an XR overlay.
Oh my god. Oof.
Which if you
Yeah,
What is
sure.
that you have there?
it will just simply
Oh,
go onto your face.
got someone to fill this out for doing janitorial work here?
Because
I'm getting all organized. And then they can take it to whoever else needs to show it to you.
Gets a little bit of skin contact.
I suppose that would be useful in case we need to hire more.
Active medical readings, heart rate.
Yeah, I'm taking it easy for now, because I mean, this is fairly... Everything's fairly good, but... If people want to help with like small things like cleaning up and all that, for like the seasonal off work, whatnot, I'm okay with that. It's nice.
Thank you very much, Mr. Felix.
When you look at her,
Let me run this under some
40 beats
water.
per minute.
I need to, considering the prolonged
nothing.
exposure to
And
sunlight,
it wouldn't even show up on
I need to get some
infrared.
scorch
You need
marks
to
off of
switch,
me.
like, settings for
Yeah,
synthetics. You
I'm
need to
still a
do,
I
bit
feared any longer I
funny
might have
and
legitimately
scratchy
burst into
places.
flames.
So you
Oh goodness.
just, she turns a
And
little
considering that
Make sure
oil
you're
is what
taking the
flows through
time
my
to relax,
veins.
right?
he would glow a
Anything to keep it from heating
Of
up too much?
course.
internal side of the white would
Alright.
Of course, I've been resting under the sun. Currently, my core temperatures are back down to a stable 37 degrees Celsius.
trippy, isn't it?
Oh, that's good, that's good.
Back in my world, that would only cost
The highest recorded on that venture was 137.
My society, we're the kind that we don't show our technology,
Whew.
but we do have it.
And
Everything
more
Just-
than enough
like
to
a little
boil
small
water.
town, you know?
Thankfully, oil has a lot
Actually, I don't know
longer
what's
of a
going on
warning.
with my home anymore.
Oh, apologies. How can I help?
You,
That's not bad.
Can I get
I could use one of these maybe.
can I get a green tea?
Probably
She
also should have
Green tea? Yeah, sure.
At some point when I go
attaches
upstairs and look into
via
Everything
things,
alright,
I don't have a
Gabe?
problem with that.
She just
By all
goes,
means.
I wouldn't say that.
What's up?
Utterly for a
If you
fucking
just
day,
knock us
you
on
go
the
off and
heels
get
of my
injured.
condition,
Yeah,
you can call it.
it's just some gunshot wounds.
and the plates were
It'll be 6 credits, so I'm just getting it for you.
Yeah, this man, just some gunshot wounds. Like if I took a knife.
That's what I was thinking.
Like if I took a knife
Again,
and
I don't
shoved
know
it,
if there's
just walking
not
down.
anything that
If you want to step outside, I can show you what I was issued with back when I was in the
if I
military.
do anything, then I might as well tell you.
Bonjour.
Yes, boss.
Yes, I know I still need to work through that issue, but all in good time.
Yeah, man, what's this?
Did I talk to you privately?
Anyways,
Upstairs.
Not against you. Don't worry. There was.
Alright, yeah, yeah.
I'm okay with you. Now that I know that you
That
have.
should
So I'm
suffice.
having a private talk.
Thank you. Do you wish for this?
So,
When you're done, I'm gonna check you out, make sure you're okay.
Keep it on the right
I
side.
appreciate it.
I'll get my ass back
people that were
upstairs.
really tactical because I was a combat medic. They had a straight backpack with
Very
a
well.
system.
I shall keep the fort here for now.
So specific terminology, but I was never issued with it, so I never knew what it was called.
You haven't seen those two LF bots come back into the bay. They're so out
The
about, right?
very
Those LF bots.
alert right now.
Saw two of them.
Fox masked people. those fuckers from the family.
The actual family.
One of them is walking around.
You got a name?
I don't have a name. But I do have confirmation they're from the family. They were chatting about it.
What kind of clothing?
Someone tan-ish jacket. I couldn't quite make out much else. It was dark where they were standing.
Equipment?
I couldn't tell. It was dark where they were.
Shit. Where was this?
On the roadway past the gate to the right. They were chatting with somebody, or someone was confronting them, thinking they're part of Box Tech.
The fucking tickets.
I think.
Who? Any description on that guy?
Descript on the person saying.
Yeah.
I wasn't really paying too much attention to them. I was more focused on the box person.
Understood.
But, I didn't really stay long enough to hear the full conversation. But they were asking about the other masked individuals like them. Not sure if they were accusing Fox Tech or similar things. Just to make sure.
I see.
Just be careful.
I'm gonna go out there and take a little bit of a skim. Oh, do you mind staying here for 1 second? I just gotta quickly apply something and appear in front of you again, you know?
I mean, I can.
Apologies. Alright, let's go.
Oh no! The room table's broken, sir!
Is it in this universe?
Yeah, Alpha Quadrant. Alpha Quadrant, Milky Way.
Follow me.
Yeah.
No, that music is getting stuck in my head.
Do you require assistance?
Hey, Marcus.
Would it be?
Yeah.
Marcus. A moment alone really quickly? Just for 1 second? Literally, just for a second.
How about you walk with us somewhere more quiet?
I think it'd be like resource wise kind of a bit of waste.
Alright.
Just for one
It probably pertains to you.
I don't know why. I'm feeling I'm feeling a sudden urge to go check out the memorial.
They were over there.
Well, no, the people do not.
Shit, I was gonna go over that way.
They only did because the corporate overlords are
I'd be
letting
careful
them.
over there if I were you.
Yeah, I know why.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about that in particular? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We get it.
I don't know why that's here.
I don't know either. Did you hear anything? Anything extra you want to talk about in that corner or another corner?
Well, just matter of keeping safe. Listen, you know what it is. Those guys are classified. We don't know anything about. I don't know anything about them. But
I've run
tried
into
talking
it
to
too many
me. He
times.
somehow knows my. He knows my name somehow, and he sounded like he wanted something, but I didn't want to talk to him.
How about we talk around that corner over there, beyond the ripping ship? Come. Not the ripping ship, the ripper dog.
Guys.
Fuck. Oh, great.
Look.
You gotta do a little better to make some good.
Just naturally.
Not always.
I continue with that on a.
You try and do more good than you do bad.
Let's chat over there to ripper dog.
You end up being like him, Rick.
You end up being seen negatively.
Unless you want to keep a close eye on him. Do you know that one's name? I ain't seen that one before.
I don't.
My favorite part. No, he's
Hey, there's a cast I actually really didn't know you could do that.
You didn't. Stop.
That sounds like a weird ass rip off fucking the Go the Dragon tattoo.
Sniffing something?
Well, let's just chat here. People approach us and so be it. We can see if someone comes. Where's Gabe going?
I don't know that one's name. It just. It
Where
sounds
did
like it's
Gabe
been
go?
in this area for a little bit. I don't know. I've been limping behind you because my leg's kind of fucked.
Oh, I'll come back soon.
Yeah, I fully believe that.
Gabe?
Genetically, what is your species
Alright, I don't know where Gabe is. That's what I have to do.
Just. I don't. It sounds like he's been here, like in the area for just a bit. He said something about the tattoo shop there, and he just appeared. I didn't even know he was there. And then just. He's saying. I haven't seen a single one of them. I don't know anything about them. The only thing I know is that the people around here know what they are. I don't, because the information is classified. You know it's classified. And it was talking to me, and then it knew my name somehow. I don't know how it knows my name. And it was pointing out the fact that I wasn't wearing body armor because I left it in your shop because I needed to walk around because my leg got injured last time I was here, and just. It was smiling at me. I don't know what it wanted. It sounded like it, and then I asked it if it wanted anything and said no, not in particular, and then just.
Look, I've had my own personal run-ins with this stuff. I know it's classified. It's just. I've seen people try and fight that stuff. It's terrifying. Meat racks and meat rack fellas and stuff. Sorry?
What are those things? What is the? Every time I ask Raven about it, he gets tight-lipped.
I don't know how to even start to describe what I've heard or seen some of the meat rack fellas deal with.
Alright.
Long ago, I was working as a doctor in a ripping ship. And there was a thing where we had to deal with some of them fellas. And we shot them a bunch and they didn't go down. You had to burn them up and chop their heads off.
Jeez.
We tried everything. And then I had to do something with my flesh weaving. They wanted to experiment. I obliged. I put the head back on. And he sprung up back to life. I kid you not, man.
Oh, fuck.
I don't want to say too much because I feel cursed when I think about it. I hope you understand.
Alright. That's fine.
But if that guy starts pestering you, you tell me if you need help, alright? Because they speak, they walk and talk like they know everything. You know? When somebody's messing with trying to be omnipotent, I've seen things. I ain't fibbing about that. The cops coming back, okay? I know there's a bunch of crazy stuff that happens out here in this city, but that stuff is different.
What do they want?
I don't know.
Alright. Okay.
What do you think you do about it? Cause if they got their eyes on you, don't matter. They got some kind of interest peaking with you. I can try and patch you up if something happens.
I hope
Dude,
I'm
you're
not
a smart
in
guy,
anyone's
right?
sights.
You're a
Yeah.
smart guy. I like to think you are. When you truly feel like you see or do something, it's going to cost you your soul. You think 5 times about that, alright? I trust you will. You feel it in your gut. Something's wrong. Could be a something simple, you know, do the Fae and Devil rules, alright? Don't trust their words. Be a word lawyer. Don't go shaking hands. None of that kind of thing if you can help it. And if you do, I don't blame you. Okay, because they probably put
trust
you
me, I've
in some
wanted
kind of tough, freaky thing. Some cult shit, man.
Considering you said you shot them and they don't go down, I'd rather not get anywhere near these things.
Something else you might want to look into? No. I had nightmares about them, and some of them just hit different. I blocked my dreams. Hypnosil, I couldn't get proper sleep. If you can get your hands on Hypnosil, if you start to have nightmares, I don't mind prescribing it to you, but it's you gotta sleep properly eventually. I feel like I've already said too much. I feel like kind of creeping on my skin, man.
You've helped
But
me a
you
lot,
know
Marcus, and I appreciate it.
I'd rather have as few regrets as possible. I want you to be safe.
I'm not gonna go out and start dying now.
Why'd you hit him over the head?
No, there's only so much we can do to actually be safe, right? I just hope I didn't impart too much things that make me feel like I'm getting haunted, or... I'm a very superstitious fella, you gotta bear with me, man.
That seems like the wise course of action.
You know what? I don't blame you.
No one wants a 14 shotgun shell.
In Saphira, especially, it's the type of things and mentality that keeps you alive.
You tell me if you start going snooping for that fella from Oasis. I want to support you, okay? Especially these things, it's good to not go alone. I've seen people go it
I saw
alone,
one of them at the watchtower over there.
and I haven't seen them since.
Driver uniform. No, a few days ago.
Hopefully you don't have
No,
to.
actually a few weeks ago, sorry. He was wearing full black and yellow armor.
They're actively picking people off, and they're open about it. But people don't seem to care.
Color black.
What do you mean actively picking people off?
Good. Question.
They're looking to pick people off that are in the dark, alone.
Okay. What the fuck?
And they admitted this in front of several people. So,
Who?
So do we have the super symbol?
Yeah, I know that, but who do you mean admitting this in front of? The security now?
I don't know if that's your guys' logo.
synthetics folks sitting over there.
He said he was from Super.
Okay, so security knows at least.
I don't know.
Oh, then I guess that's what he was on.
I don't know who's in security
At
and who
least tell
isn't.
Felix and stuff and people in the cafe, be careful.
I would question him, but usually they don't.
You hear this stuff?
What's happening?
Does it make sense? They're an elite unit.
There's some.
Not to.
Yeah, well.
How would you? What was his description again? Tan jacket? Guy with fucks man?
Tan jacket, kind of dark shirt.
Divers get trained for 5 minutes, and then they're put into cryo sleep.
They're still over there, by the way.
What? Where? What? Oh my god.
Oh, there, but
Okay,
like,
look, I came from a I used to live in the waterfront. I've seen some fellas in masks like that going around in big groups or whatnot. They're like a cult, is what people saying.
My assumption is you actually went through boot camp where they're.
There was bad news a couple of years ago, and now, I mean, what he literally just said, it's not good.
someone pointed him out to me and just said just the words "Family Guy."
Honestly, probably.
I'm sorry, but
I gotta. What's up, bud? Did you get your leg hurt again?
Patched up last. No, I got patched up last time because last week I got really badly injured.
He had an animal attack.
On my right leg, I've been bandaged up from 3rd and 1st degree burns. I was burned last week, and Aita and somebody else patched me up, and he bit me on my right leg. I don't know.
This works. See? More proof. It works.
I've been taking painkillers, Marcus, to nullify the pain a little bit.
Alright, you need a shot?
This one get his teeth into his wound. I think he needs the tetanus shot.
Can you just check my leg, just to make sure it's not like the
I'll
you don't need to
scan it
rebandage
too.
this. You see that there are visible claw marks where the bandaging is, and bite marks. But you don't see any blood. It seems that the cast and bandaging did its job.
Okay, everything's doing its job. I guess it's just very tender, right?
Gives you a joint.
Yes.
You want Sims to help with that, or did you already take like a bunch of painkillers?
I
don't want the
took a
same thing to
painkiller in your
happen to you
shop,
like
just a
that
pill.
one time. Okay. I mean, I can give you some numbing cream. Topical? Should be fine. Have with that. It'll help with at least the surface stuff, but a little bit deeper in. Let me go grab you down, alright? You want to sit up? Sit in the cafe?
I don't think I have the kind of thing to do that for me.
I'm here if you need help out.
I wasn't very nice.
Well, Marcus, I was coming to do your checkup, but Joel, do you also need a medical checkup? Like you fell on your
Some
ass?
topical numbing cream for his leg, cause it's bruised and stuff, and he's already taking painkillers, so.
Alright, well, let's get you upstairs so I can check you out. Make sure
for
you're
us where
okay.
you are not.
I need to check something else out.
Divers outrank everyone, but technically
I didn't know that your husband's up there.
the more the hell divers land on the planet, no matter how many times they died,
My injuries are pretty good. I'm feeling okay. It's just small
I
grazes,
still
things
want
like
to check
that.
them out.
There's something a bit more pertinent
No, it's fine. I'll sit here.
that I need to look at.
I don't want to go up the stairs. I'll just stay here.
Yeah, you can just sit here. Let's sit here, okay?
You get paid more than they would make, including their life insurance, because you've already been in service.
But I know what happened to you.
Just last week I came here and I almost died. There was a synthetic. It shot a plasma thing and it burned the whole right of my leg. I first and third degree burns.
I'm a little bit tied down.
Paper magic. I don't know
Getting
what their
checked
name
out.
was, but they
But
healed
he's
me
still
up.
over there.
They said give it a week.
Are you interested
Should be
in
able to
keeping an
run
eye on him?
like normally, but right now I'm just here and
I could.
I don't know what that thing
He's
was,
kind
but
of
it
just
bit me.
doing small talk. Not sure how much useful information I'm gonna get from that, but
It'll numb your pain and start the healing process in your body. Drink it.
That's good. That's soft. Surprisingly.
Never mind, yes.
50,000 credits.
Just the numbing cream, please.
And how much have you made?
Alright.
Marcus?
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's in the million or billion at this point. And you just choose.
No rush, but
Thanks,
if you have time at
You weren't here earlier.
I want to run something by you.
Yeah, let's do it right now.
Give it some time.
Yes.
What do you
My
need?
feelings a bit perusing the newspapers.
Blackthorn.
Oh,
So you can spend the money as you will.
Yeah.
To begin with anyway, so
I see.
do we want to talk about this with other people around? You okay with that?
You can trust him and you can trust me. If you do not wish other people to be here, we can simply close the cafe for a time.
Up to you guys, cause he's new. Yeah.
I mean, I'm fine, but like, I looked through the newspaper part with JW already. But...
There are some
What's up?
parts that... Yes, his mind has wandered quite a lot.
I'll sit on the couch with y'all. Okay.
If you need to close the cafe, I'm the only one in the bottom layer I can leave.
Should be done soon.
Oh,
It's alright.
for a time. Shall I then?
Okay. What's up?
Very well then.
your enlistment time has been so long.
Okay, the TLDR, some of the stuff is unrelated, but... The newspapers? Like, 36 years-ish old? Some are just weird animal attacks. You know, people getting partially eaten, clawed apart, bitten by snakes, whatever the hell. Getting killed by sharks, even though they're in the wasteland.
Have you used any of it, or are you just saving it?
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, this one. This one describes one of those attacks and mentions that there was a person on the scene. White hair, red eyes.
White
There are a few
hair,
of
red
those.
eyes, shark bites.
I guess you live with that, huh?
And in combination with the...
In combination of what? What does this even mean? There was someone, what, 30-something?
No, with like the... In combination with the list we found, because I skimmed it over, my dad is also on there.
But what does the list mean?
Some people, they get very emotional and they'll believe a lie because it's easier to believe the lie.
I mean, I'm speculating heavily because...
What's the list?
The list is just a list of names.
We can hope that the
Some of them were.
The fire department.
Sorry. Some of them with numbers attached to them.
I mean, the chiefs also have different branches. Like we got a fire department, we got a police branch, we got a
And the two that would stand out are number 052, Felix's dad, and Felix's dead name. No number attached.
I mean, the whole of China is fine. Asia's completely fine.
So, 100%. Your dad was out there, but why is there's different files? The numbers that's your dad. Possibly, or some kind of relative, maybe?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Considering the age of things, however, do you believe he could still be there?
I mean, it's.
Marcus,
Yeah.
his name is John. He's looking for synthetics that are alone.
John?
Specifically synthetics that are
Are you
alone.
serious, John?
Yes.
I see.
He's looking for synthetics? For what purpose?
He's not exactly hiding it. He didn't say. He's been doing nothing but small banter with people, openly talking about taking them, and they're just kind of batting their eye at it. Is everyone around here crazy?
I need to get this dude to something immediately. Do not go near this John fellow.
Yeah, no.
No matter what. He works with the devil. Do you understand?
Of course I do. I rarely wander the streets anyway.
Out again,
I mainly fly.
What? No, I didn't hear you. Say it again.
He threatened to turn you inside out again.
Well, to be fair, it is for the betterment of the people as well.
Is it John or Jack?
Kind of understand in time.
He said his name is John.
You do it like a in a certain area.
Please be careful. Don't travel alone.
Well, not even a
Who's threatening my thing?
a block.
JW, you need to believe me when I say it in the most literal sense of the
Do not want to
term.
encounter them.
I am paraphrasing. It's not any kind of decorative description of anyone else. When I say the devil, I mean the devil. It is hellish.
That's the best way to
I see.
You get consent of that neighborhood. Do it.
Who is threatening people?
Let people try it.
He's not going around threatening people openly or.
When did
He's
he
not
mention?
confrontational towards people.
When did he mention flipping me inside out? And to who?
He asked me how things. He asked me how things are going.
Shit.
Or technologies that have
Okay.
make it more public.
Great.
Available and knowledge about it. It's not like you're giving out the trademark for
And
Thank you for the
all he knows,
information.
he's specifically wanting to find synthetics alone to take them. And he's not hiding it, just openly talking about it. 2 synthetics, and they're just ignoring it. I am at my wit's end right now. He has a tan jacket, hoodie, flannel, jeans, sneakers of some sort, blackish, and a fox mask.
Going after these
Do not.
or are they actually getting attacked?
Do not engage with them.
In your opinion?
I would like to just say myself, 100%, that individual is dangerous. If you're looking for anyone's opinion on it and you trust mine, please do not travel alone around here while he's active. You understand?
Well, I have peace. Peace will keep me safe. Okay.
I appreciate it. I'm sure you can look after each other.
Resource
I'm glad.
Not mechanical resource, no. They are just out for
Thank you.
Oh no,
Yeah.
the tycoon
And I'm here to protect you guys too.
as a resource. This one is
Thank you.
I'm gonna
Both.
take a quick look around, see if he's still in the
Appreciate it.
area.
Yeah,
If not,
I
I'm going to head
appreciate
out
it.
and get some things.
traitors of super, they're originally human, and they couldn't have
Be careful.
for the automaton.
Yeah, well that one you can justify regaining lost.
Perhaps it is simple complacency, assuming that they would be protected.
I don't know about that last one.
Maybe. People are kind of dumb.
I just want to say that without saying too much, because they do like to prey on the people that know information and I know things. They're good at snatching people. It's serious.
Okay. Understood.
I didn't hear that.
I'll make
You
sure
thankfully have
they
your
don't take
method to
anyone.
escape.
Because you're my friends, and I wouldn't want them to hurt you.
On record, what do you think of the layer system?
Yes. Friend, do not let him take unnecessarily.
Exactly. Hmm.
And no one around here is unnecessary to take.
He's still in the area. He is currently outside the gate, a little bit to the left, next to a trash pile. There's a couple of folks hanging around that he's chatting with.
Alright.
And you said they were wearing a jacket with a fox mask.
But what happened in the end?
They have a fox mask and a tan jacket and a dark hoodie underneath with like flannel around the edges. They look like they're definitely wearing layered clothes.
The only thing I can think of to combat what he said he was threatening to do to me is if I pull him off into a slime or something, because I've done that before. That would be my saving
If you can do
grace.
something that can mitigate that, that would be wise.
That's the best thing I can think of as a countermeasure right now.
Okay. Well, we're gonna keep an eye on the streets and make sure he doesn't snatch nobody.
If you touch that hurt someone, we will hurt them.
Alright, I'm confident in that as a countermeasure. I should be fine.
Thankfully. Should not have an incident
Fucking hell.
like that again.
The only other thing I can say is the several issues that happen when someone with hellish powers decides to rip your skin off. Core temperature starts rapidly going down. I do not have anything to hold my organs in, my blood, and stuff like that. I'm very vulnerable to getting infection. I know because it started happening to me once. Because they ripped my skin off before.
You say that with such a smile on your face.
I smile because if I don't, I'm going to make a very upset face. And maybe cry.
I see. Shall we return
Sorry.
to our original subject?
Yeah.
You're fine. You're fine, hon. It's serious, I know.
It will not happen.
It's a lot. So, those documents, the list, things like that. Something happened out there with a relative, actual family connection that looked like you. Unless you're older than you say you are, which I don't mind, but
No, I'm very, very sure that I'm 27.
yeah.
I'm very sure. And,
Yes.
Yeah, and
will.
Honestly, relatives, plural, I don't know, it's...
Do you think it could be someone like your dad?
I mean, the main reason we started looking into things was him getting treated for whatever the hell in the wasteland. And I've... Oh my god. Maybe?
I do not know.
Well, we were looking for trails and peace of mind about family stuff, and if we found something about your pa... Well, also, your dead name's on that list. What's that about?
I don't know. And I'm fucking concerned about it, because that's...
That name does not represent you anymore.
Well, why do people have it out there?
Name's Deco.
Mitch.
I am the old rank.
Have you ever lived out there?
Combat medic.
No, I was born in the city and I've never left it.
Combat medic in my platoon back in the day.
Except for like trips when I was older, but like...
My ship is gone. Basically my commission it's first class medic because it's kind of organized.
There's a bunch of other names and numbers on there.
Commander, CO.
I don't like the look of that.
Oh shit.
I know there was also another clipping regarding those creatures that we saw. Apparently they had begun to arise out of the sewers before whatever caused the location to become part of a wasteland happened.
Your mouth covered.
And disquiets me to know that I still have that condition in my head.
Go get some water. Just the, you know.
The instinctual fears.
Actually, you know what? That would probably work with the mask. Because it's coolant and it's a liquid. Things like, oh no. Take a piss. I'm sorry,
Corporal?
but I can't hold it anymore.
Ah, one of them, I see.
Everything's closed. There's some cultists and things around. I need to explain that one to you sometime.
Perhaps it would be wiser to see about asking if somebody else may know. Perhaps that...
I'll talk to you about it sometime. I can't right now.
That you had found.
I'm hoping Gabriel's out there. He's keeping an eye snooping around.
I do not know
He
when
knows
you
to
thought
be
to head out
careful.
again. But if it is still during sunlight, I fear the umbrella can only do so much. Although it may protect my upper half. My feet, however, are a different story.
No, sir.
Full red fox mask kind of helmet thing. Tan jacket.
Are a different story.
Blue jeans. Sneakers, other things, but that's enough of a descriptor. You'll know him when you see him.
The boots are also the
It's
easiest
called
thing
the family. They snatch people, they try and recruit them. Huh?
To keep watch on them or fire at sight?
Keep watch. People being cordial right now, but if you see someone getting taken to a corner with them folks or other things like that, or shaking hands, you tell me. If anyone's being taken off individually sort of thing, you try and cry as politely as you can, because I know security around these parts is not polite either, and they don't understand too many things. They already know what's going on. Be careful now.
I'll have a look around.
Sorry.
Don't apologize, you're fine.
Yes.
I know it's probably a very stupid idea considering that my arm is still in pain, but I kind of want to head out there again.
You heard.
I know.
Well, it's made a lot of improvements. I mean, we got stims. I patch you up. I'm a good doctor after all, but it's still a concern. I'm fairly patched up myself. I'm just, keeping some of my wounds covered so they don't get nicked on anything.
Yes. My apologies if I had caused undue pressure towards the wounds. I do know the grip
Fine,
strength
well-
and capacity of a disassembly drone is notable. I do recall being able to pry apart closing bunker bulkhead doors.
I do
Okay,
know
that's
as
sick.
well that if there's like a funny list, your name's on it, and we've just been snooping around, typically, I mean, some of that stuff was burnt already. He was trying to cover his tracks. If you're going to look for anything on your family, our chances
It's
to
highly
find more
possible he was using
information.
your old name. It's highly possible he was using your old name to protect you.
No, it's more
What
likely
answers
because
would they
that's
get for
the.
looking for a person that technically no longer exists?
Except for the fact that you look exactly like him. Though this is an issue. Since all that stuff and some burning of evidence has already happened kind of thing, I'd say our chance of finding more on the trail is gonna go cold real quick. That hive has
Unless you
been
know of
rustled, you
anybody
hear?
that lives out in the wasteland that you have friends with.
Hellman's out there sometimes. He's a bit territorial, dude. I don't know if he's
Perhaps
busy
that
doing
one
that
fellow
shit
I
or...
heard talking with you.
He did say he wanted to help. But that he's around there a bunch.
Yeah.
If you have his contact, you can try now.
I mean,
Honestly, yeah. I'll test him and ask him if he's traveling
Call
out there
site.
things and if he's seen anything else strange.
yeah.
I do not know if you have his contact information, but likely via other measures. Perhaps he works elsewhere in the city.
I know he's busy with a lot of other things. He's got his own issues happening and all that, but... we'll see if he's
I
got some
imagine
spare
if he's
time.
able to spare time to assist a friend, he may be able to.
He's a very generous fella. A lot of gumption. Alright, see.
I'm gonna ask Herman if he has time to meet up
I
at
did
some
hear
point.
the gumption. I do remember hearing the gumption in his voice. Frankly, the highest energy out of everyone, including Miss Sentinel, actually.
Hellman would instantly
Although-
respond with a thumbs up emoji, and that's it.
Ramsey would probably respond like a few.
Full on Discord meme, Felix is just gonna send a Pog emote.
From Ramsey. Or, as he's labeled there, Jack. Aye, if I find time, I'll try and find you out there. Just say where.
Okay. He says he's got time, he just says where. If you got any idea what else he was gonna try and look at, I can give him that descriptor.
Perhaps where you found him last.
Yeah, like a little rendezvous, and then we kind of pick up our steps from there, cover new ground. Simple enough.
Perhaps so. Yes. That
I'm
can
happy
work.
with chatting with him. Okay.
Alternatively, you could potentially ask him of better locations to meet up.
I might
He
ask
likely
him if
knows
he
the lay
knows
of the land
darker
better than
areas
us.
of the wasteland or whatnot too. He seems
Perhaps
like a
so.
pretty wise
Pretty good.
guy. Knows that kind of wasteland more than me. Alright.
Though I'd rather not waste any more oil venturing out again my way, I'm afraid. And
I want you to be
risking
able to
seeing
relax.
those again.
And
Yeah.
I know I ain't doing too well for wear still. Plus there's some issues out here, but at least
your mental state regarding the creatures of the wasteland fares better than mine. After all, I had seen you befriend one of them.
At least I find it relatively easy. But I'll at least try and tag along.
Thankfully.
Beat it for the most part. I know I ain't doing too well physically, so in some regards. So if it's too much, I'll just back away so I can be around to heal.
Please.
Yes. Never be afraid to take a rest. Personally, I wish to take a rest.
If I ain't well, how am I meant to look after y'all? How am I meant to look after any of y'all? If I need looking after
How are
myself.
you meant to look after us if you're unable to?
Exactly.
Physically, at least.
Yeah. And even besides that,
I
don't want you guys to get messed up because of me.
It's fine.
And my apologies for, being a little crass. But there are worse ways to get messed up. And, considering how close the two of you are, I'm sure you two know of better ways.
I don't think a quad follow up in the moment of like extreme wholesome.
Crass, I'm afraid.
What?
The worst part was not what I was meaning by the crass part. I was meaning the better part, considering, what I originally stated to Mr. Felix that got him laughing when discussing about you.
I think I'm a bit too out of the loop, or I'm a bit slow.
I might have simply
He made a sex joke.
Specifics.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's like the catch
part,
is
I believe,
that
was
it's
intended.
about
The worst
sex.
part was simply that there are worse fates.
There's worse fates to do with sex?
No, the better ways to get messed up was regarding you two. The worse ways to get messed up regarding the creatures of the wastes. Apologies, this assembly drones are not meant for this kind of knowledge and discussion. So I'm just
we were
working
on
with
the
what
same
I have.
page, and he was thinking the joke was sex, and we were both thinking like, "Ooh, terrible wasteland monster stuff."
Yes, plus the people hunting you. I do worry at some point I will have someone hunting me.
A lot of us have particular histories. I understand.
I imagine depending on our actions when it comes kind of to remove that blemish of red from the sky, then odds are good a lot of us will be on their radar. But they are unaware that I was originally built to be an exterminator, a hunter. Sure, a religious hunter that has found his faith, but a hunter nonetheless. If their units exhibit sentience, I can at least give them comfort before they are ended.
I'm gonna walk around and check on things again, I think. Is that alright? I'm a little bit on edge from this John fellow. I don't know why he's around.
Yes. And
No, you go. You're alright, hon. I'll probably head out and get ready.
Kiss on the forehead. I'll be with you.
And as much as I do not wish to tempt you to prove otherwise, I doubt you could provide worse bites to each other than what exists out there.
Yeah.
I saw nothing.
Alright, understood.
My apologies. At least your cheeks are turning red from embarrassment and amusement rather than from worry.
I should explain that other fox mask fellow to you.
And
it's a cult. Cultist activity kind of group. They deal with
looking out for me then.
Magic.
At the hospital.
They draw power from damnable locales. Do supernatural activities affected by holy water, other things like that. This is a cult named the Family.
But thankfully, Marcus and Sentinel now know, hopefully.
They like to try and recruit people to add to their family. Do you understand?
Eventually, you can
they're
stop
really good at
fear response.
doing this.
Eventually.
They try and put people, force them into predicaments.
They would provide.
Put people, force them into predicaments where they have no choice but to even take the hand in front of them, which is typically theirs. Things like that. Break down people, dash their hopes, psychological torment.
They showed little interest in me.
From what I saw, security is keeping a lookout for them. But
antitrust
most folks either aren't aware or don't really care.
I do regret spending an entire magazine tube's worth of ammunition right next to you.
They make themselves seem a bit ridiculous. They sneak around, take people that, pluck people from the dark. That's how they work.
Thankfully, no one here resembles one
they
of those
try to come off as harmless, but they're actually not. Yeah.
Damn it. They're around. The family's around.
Were I not, at least.
This cult with the fox masks, they're serious business. They're referred to as the Family.
I see. I had seen them before. Last I had spotted, when there was a conflict between them and other security and Rust Bucket members near the tattoo parlor. They demonstrated a immortality of sorts. I remember something stating about their souls being connected to the masks.
Something like that.
And you get rid of the mask.
Find a way to destroy the mask.
Try to destroy the mask. Try and put holy water on it. Things like that. Anything. These things are demonic in nature.
Unfortunately, I do not believe I have the capacity to bless water.
Next best thing I can provide is that I've grown or I've managed to purchase and harvest hyssop.
Maybe.
Are you familiar with hyssop?
No.
It's a type of herb I can get my hands on. Wear it close to you, it'll safeguard you. Use it to cleanse. If you know rituals of herbs like hyssop.
A thought has come to me. Maybe if I could ask Mr. Mirasetti. Perhaps he could help me to understand how to better use my faith like he does.
I think so. Rossetti's pretty smart, knows a couple of things. When I was dealing with some of this family cult stuff before, I was probably gonna recruit him to help me with some things.
Everything in its time, thankfully.
With my sickness that I'm dealing with,
I need not worry about empowering my faith.
I was just wondering, with my sickness I'm dealing with, would you be okay with coming along to other experiments or things trying to investigate that? I got some other ideas I do astral
prefer
projection, so I can
least if
like
it was at nighttime.
I can look at places when I'm sleeping. And you know, having just some safeguardedness. It sounds a bit silly, but you know, it's a real thing.
Perhaps so. I do have Miss Designation as C to worry about, of course.
Make sure things pan out if I try and look into it more. I'm feeling pretty surprised so far, but I might rest for now. I'm feeling a bit tired. Get some rest in right before
your next venture.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'll take it easy until it's time to head out. Yeah.
Would it be alright if I were to open the cafe again?
Wasteland.
For a brief time?
There's gunfire somewhere. What's going on? Do you hear that?
I don't know. There were a lot of people firing their guns at nothing. From what I saw, I don't know what's happening currently though.
I do not hear anything. Perhaps it is part of the rust bucket speaker system and I am unaware. I do recall one of the music tracks they have on their speaker systems involves gunfire as percussion.
That's stupid. That'll put everyone on alert. Will it not?
Perhaps it is simply the fact that it's followed by an actual song is what makes people realize.
Well, it's just confusion.
But I do not hear it. I shall open the doors and check outside. If a conflict has sparked, I shall let you know.
I'm gonna go home and get ready. If you,
yeah,
you know, wanna. Wow, words. If you wanna come with at some come after me and rest,
Absolutely. I'm feeling really tired, so I'm hoping if I rest a little bit, I'll be okay.
Yeah.
My voice is also getting a bit tired. Oh.
Oh, I see.
And I'm getting very warm at the moment.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what time it is? Sit down, let me look at you.
Okay.
If you need any extra medical supplies, I have some on me.
See you later.
Yep.
I don't see anything.
Depends on
free
the
to
Hey, before you go, did you want the checkup as well?
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take off my pack and just drop it here. You can get it back to me whenever.
Fine.
There's extra medical stuff there if you need it.
Oh. Okay.
Sorry.
I don't see anything.
Where were the gunshots at?
What you just said hurt my brain.
What?
He's got a couple of little just nicks and grazes on his arms.
Huh?
I'm
Take a drink of this.
like subspecies of tiger.
It's the healing ale.
I'm feline descent.
Oh.
Hey, good job.
What?
And just in case it goes anywhere past the point where the ale can't help you.
I'm just confused why you said
It's some kind of creature attack. That's what all the commotion is. But they seem to have everything under control.
Understood.
This
I am seeing
here's this small amount of
Ooh,
cream.
that feels
This
so good.
cream has similar herbs to my healing to my healing ale. But it'll work to numb and nullify pain and aches.
Thank you.
That's why I said any for that.
Oh, that's
But you
nice
should
and
be
fresh.
good.
I should take a look.
Much appreciated.
Now I'm fucking
Oh.
I'm just taking the piss. Don't worry about it. Now, if you actually did that and did this, there will be nothing you can do to stop me. You will get a pie directly to your face,
Marcus.
and it will be heavily acidic because it'll be lime. Is my medical bag still over there, Marcus?
Yeah, it hasn't moved. It's alright. You can take it if you want.
She puts it back on her tail.
But thanks.
Did he use it or no? Did he just use his own stuff? I dropped it there just in case you need anything.
I appreciate it.
Nah, that wouldn't work.
They're closing.
We gotta get you a new arm. That's
Stay safe, Marcus. It's good to see you.
Yeah, no problem. Whoa.
Stay safe.
What's up?
Stop waving with the nub.
I can't. This is the arm I usually wave.
Away from my elbow. There we go.
Yeah.
Hey, you wanna high five? High five with it?
At least he knows.
Yeah.
At least he knows the elbow.
Oh yeah.
Marcus, I love your fit though.
Fucking hell.
Oh,
The
thank you.
pants combo.
I need to
It works.
how to make sure.
I love pants.
I was just trying to get elbow.
Man in pants, Marcus. Man in pants.
I'm a man in pants.
Yeah. A lot of indiscriminate fire. Almost, you could say, there's gonna be some friendly fire. Hopefully not. What? Somebody has to
Bring meat rack to me.
Honestly, when I first heard meat rack, I thought it was way worse than this. It sounded way worse than when I went there.
It's gonna be so hard.
I was horrified. I went heavily armed there when I went there first time.
Hey, babes.
It's over with.
We good?
I think so. Situation seems handled.
Did you get hurt at all?
And the injured is being tended to.
Is everyone moving around over there? Does seem to have the few security left in the watchtower on edge.
Okay.
Keep an eye on those security people, but I don't necessarily blame them.
They're simply worried that with this many people out here, the gate is essentially undefended.
God.
You alright,
It
man?
appears this is becoming rectified.
That's good.
Only thing that may be injured is the synthetics, but I can't do much.
I am afraid I am not knowledgeable on synthetic repair.
We've got the repair kits and stuff, at the very least. I hope it's helpful.
Ah, yes, yes, I do recall this.
Mhm.
So, if necessary, we can make use of one of those.
I'll probably have to get it restocked at some point.
What was
Ooh.
it?
I was a giant mutant monster.
I see.
man.
I already
Another from a chemical factory.
I'm okay. I got a couple of bruises, but I'll be fine.
The joy of light armor.
Surprising amount of soundproofing for my ears. Hmm.
You know, I realized something. You both look like you carry around the same type of weapon. Is it common where you come from to carry around grudge wreckers?
Oh, well, we're from the same army.
Well, I would assume an army wouldn't make it all carry around with grudge wreckers.
Yes. Trench gun with optional bayonet
Some
attachment.
sort of vile vomit.
Good news. I got the stencil of our clan logo, so you can have whatever you want. Put it on.
What the fuck was he on about? What? Oh, I even got my hat still.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. When you put all the gear on, the only difference is, well, obviously he doesn't have like a physical skin.
Yeah, true. It kind of like silky.
So then why don't you tell me about it? Because it seems that you have a lot of lads from this army that come and visit you here in other places, but I don't see the rest of the army. Do you still operate with them? Did you go AWOL?
Oh, I didn't go AWOL. The war ended like what? 5 years ago? Shit.
And say about
1919.
I'm sorry if that was rude to ask, but I, didn't know what to say. Didn't know how to ask. Rude to ask.
And claim to know every.
It's alright.
you're seeing that? Smoke?
You mean the little fucking particles? Yeah.
I'm assuming that is not one of your own.
No. Get away from that stuff.
But the main reason I ask is because you seem to know a lot of interesting people, and then they seem to have known you for years.
Ugh. Yeah, I am missing that. Howdy. I'm heading back inside. Alright.
Very well then.
I'll tell you inside, away from that freak.
Seems the
All right.
has been resolved.
So maybe he gets a cybernetic arm, and then in like 3 years' time, he gets both his other arm and both his legs cut off.
So what about your husband? Did you meet him in the military as well?
No. Felix is from this city. This kind of place. So I'm kind of on edge since I saw that fella.
It's fine.
What was with that one?
Mold monster. It's on site.
That's what I like to hear.
Keeping my gun on him in case he decides to
down.
face through a fucking wall. Anyways, I
If
come
you
from
want,
a
I can
different
cast
world.
a barrier around the table for you so when you sit down.
Actually, that would be very lovely, but don't do anything that would make you tired, though. Alright?
It's fine. It'll just be a little bit of a holy barrier inside the area. Not enough to harm anybody else.
Holy barriers won't help with the fellow that we're dealing with. Have you got something flaming?
Well then I'll probably have to put the same type of spell we put on you before. Same type of rune. Just put it on the table.
Anyways, I guess I'll give you the lowdown. I come from a place called the Roost. It's another world. I ain't from this one. Felix is from this world, but I ain't. Neither is me and a couple other fellas. How would I put it? The year over there right now is 1925. I was in a war back in 1919. Started like... Shit, when do you think it would start, you'd say? It'd been going for a bit of time. They call it the Treasure Wars. Bunch of us kind of got recruited, and I got recruited a while back in a company called the Caribbean Company. It's basically where I'm from. We'd part of the Caribbean Company. What was that? Did you see him?
I thought I saw something. I'll keep watch.
Caribbean Company cared about the Caribbean folk. We was on the frontier, city-state, that kind of thing. Different countries. See us digging stuff, different vaults, and the poor folks that are just trying to make a new life out there, getting trampled on by other people that have other interests. That kind of thing.
Where is the dwarf?
Someone wants you.
Would you mind opening one of the doors?
Yeah. Is this one open? Sorry.
Just happened.
I have no idea. I think so just grabbed me.
There was some Inspector Gadget fucking bullshit that just happened.
That's
I'm gonna
crazy.
activate my systems.
That's smart.
Did you guys see anybody running by screaming about where's the dwarf?
I think they went that way.
They have
so
like
they're
a whole
trying to pick
platoon
a
of...
fight?
Let's see.
Marcus, what the fuck are we gonna do with this shit?
Sometimes there's nothing you can do, Dom.
Now it's getting exciting.
I mean, I need to protect my potential employment, you know, so I need to do whatever's necessary. You know, in the
Put my gun
21st
away for
century,
now,
that's some wild shit, saying that you have to protect your place of employment, you know? But it's the 25th century, nothing's really out of the ordinary now.
Marcus, you take care, bro. I'm gonna head out.
Yeah, I'm heading out.
Yeah,
You too. Take care, man.
Gotta get used to this.
That's a big gun.
Wow.
Very
Big gun.
Who's the stealth guy?
You see it just start turning into like a liquid state and then go into her paw.
Someone is walking around using some kind of stealth thing. I don't know what that is, but I could still see it.
What matter?
The benefits of having eyes like mine.
What that is,
Doesn't help that it's raining a bunch. For them, I mean.
Yeah, the Flux Demon's influence is still more potent than it would be in the cafe.
Oh, is it?
Or at least it seems to affect my mind more often than not.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It is alright. I notice its influence attempts to be more brazen the longer the night continues.
Trying to pick a fight is hard to calm down.
I am sure. I think I would have flapped
We ain't gonna hunt the fellow down, if that's what you think.
Oh, another shame.
They're hunting him simply self-defense. He comes close, he's filled with all kinds of nasty little things. Don't want that on us. Don't want that airborne riddance. Let's get back out of here and deal with that shit. I'm seeing it.
Combat stims looking for me.
Hi, howdy.
Look, if you find the snow leopard, you can challenge him to a race, but don't go running around.
Something weird particulates in the air and I don't take too kindly to it. I can't walk this way without running into it.
Back to the cafe. Let's continue the story.
I believe selling the Dorvanir would be unnecessary with how often people get up to nonsense was
The fact that you said it is a specific reason why you want it. I want to know why behind that.
It's a stereotype in...
We can just have this door open. Alright, we can close it.
This one too?
Yeah. I come from a place that don't got too much technology. There is. I think people describe it like diesel punk, steampunk. We got that kind of level of technology. Some things are advanced and pretty
So
good.
you got what we have. A lot of
Some
our
things
stuff
are
runs on
advanced and pretty
steam and
good. Other
gears and
things are a little bit more archaic. And used to cyber stuff with digital things. Phones are funny. The internet's a whole deal. But, you know, some things a little bit more advanced. Like, we still got things like mechs, whatnot, advanced transport, airships, cannons. We formed a Caribbean company, that's what I said. Frontier, small folk, things like that. We was grassroots company. Private military force. Had to deal with some war called the Treasure War. Big numbers, big folks of our actual countries trying to dig around Caribbean, trying to get a piece of things from vaults and other ruins and stuff. It was a whole ordeal. Things went a little bit south, a little bit into the war. You know, you go digging and prodding at ancient ruins and you're probably gonna run into something god awful, right? It happened. I don't remember what day exactly when, but the war swiftly came to an end because everyone kind of just dropped their pieces and reprioritized things. Our world was like flipped upside down, giant storm. We called it the Blight. Makes its rounds every now and then, I think, and well, we had spooky supernatural phenomenon before, but how I put it, if that kind of phenomenon and magic was just a little bit open before, the Blight blew the lid all the way open. World's never been the same since. I lost a lot of good people there. I was young. I got put into position of captain real quick. That was kind of scary. They needed people to be officers, and I was just a sergeant. I made do. I still lost a lot of good folks, and I don't know where they are.
Alright, well, I guess I should return the favor. A story for a story, shall we? Before I became a brewmaster of Clan Titanbone, I belonged to the clan called Kerak Varkazar. We were in the northern part of the world's edge mountains. Our hold was tasked with guarding the tradeways along the world's edge mountains. Back then, I was just a standard warrior. Barley Fist was my name I'd had since birth, but my full name is Barley Fist Stonebeard.
Barley Fist Stonebeard.
You can see now that I just call myself Brewmaster Barley Fist, because my title takes the place of one of my namesakes. But unfortunately, my hold was overrun by demons and goblins. Demons from the lower depths of the mines, and goblins and orcs from the top raids. The only reason we got out was because at the time, a very young and up-and-coming clan known as Clan Titanbone was coming into the area when we were getting overrun. They had evacuated all survivors, but our hold was lost.
I'm sorry that happened.
Once I got into the Clan Titanbone, I spent a few years as a warrior, part of security. And then we went back to that hold. We went back to explore. And I found my father's armor.
This is your father's armor?
Aye, it is.
Oh, damn.
I found it deep within our old home, along with his brewing equipment and all of his books. When I showed Thorgard the books, he made me a brewmaster and put me through training. That was 100 years ago. But the fact that we lost Kerak Varn like that was a hit to the World's Edge Mountains, because once we lost the northern defensive point, which was my hold, goblins, demons, and Skaven ratmen kept pushing further into the World's Edge Mountains. As it currently stands, out of the original 20 holds within the World's Edge Mountains, 5 are still holding out.
Marcus.
Yeah.
We got a
Let me get
potential
the
mutant person on the way.
potential mutant
We got
person.
There's Aether and I forget her name, bless her. We found, or a person came around recently, some kind of bald. I'm gonna say some kind of draconic, maybe. Chimeric or a mutant, because she doesn't look like a species. She looks like chimeric or a mutant, and she's also needs to learn how to speak. So I'm figuring low grade.
Yeah, because
You know, mutant. She's wearing rags. It might be experiment, maybe shaved bald, perhaps. But they're bringing them around. I figured mutant person, you know, medical man might be able to identify what they are.
But I can take a quick look.
Yeah, if you're not too tired or anything. That's taking a minute to walk around, but
it's fine. We were just
I am a
telling
little
stories.
bit tired because I gotta take a break in like 4 minutes, but I could take a quick gander.
I mean, just a quick look. You don't have to do it. I'm not asking you to do your magic. I need your.
Oh no, it's okay. I can try and take a small look at least. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm a bit
roll them around
tired.
to the comfortable area in the dark and then the corner because that's more their speed. So, sort of like letting you come over and see them as an introduction kind of thing. We'll do the intro thing for you.
There you go. They don't have their intel language is nothing. They're learning to speak per day. So
they don't have any
your name
form
might
of-
just be Mo.
I mean, they don't
They
speak
seem
anything.
intelligent. No, nothing. Aether's teaching them how to speak.
Come on over, Marcus. Come on over. I'm using this
Alright,
as a
I'm gonna
teach.
give you this
Come on
try.
over.
It's what the dwarves use to translate languages.
Yeah.
into Dwarven.
Oh no, there's no language to translate.
See, so now she knows that pulling is there. See? Yeah? Okay? Ooh.
Aether's teaching how to speak common.
Marcus. Marcus.
Hang on, monster off. Give him some
Hello.
Is there microtransactions in fucking Zephyr?
Marcus, this is Ooh.
I'll leave you guys to it. But...
Ooh,
I didn't realize real life was pay to win.
Marcus.
Game bomb?
Hello.
Wait, what?
Yeah, she's not really verbal. I'm going to move. We have taught her the basics of
Well,
nodding
language is good there.
and
I'll
shaking
sit with you.
Yeah, we've taught her nodding and shaking as well as thumbs up and basics of come and here's a hand, and we have been using cookies to help her associate a positive experience with languages. But if you've got any ideas,
I didn't realize they added microtransactions.
more your wheelhouse than mine.
Well, one thing that's really important is figuring out what eye contact and certain body language means to a person, because that's their language at that point.
Yeah, she doesn't mind touch, but she doesn't like her head being touched. Like, you can get her to come and put her hand in yours and pat it, and she's okay with that. But if you go anywhere near her face, she recoils, so.
And there's some things you can do.
Could be any number of things.
Sometimes bowing your head, or like leaning back, or just putting yourself in a low position kind of shows friendliness or submissiveness. It's trying to just kind of communicate that, hey, I ain't afraid. I'll even get to a lower level than you kind of thing. That's how it is with animals sometimes. But I don't know if it's like understandable too much.
I suppose that was the first time you and Marcus had seen that first.
I don't recognize what kind of species things I'm looking at here. Not too well.
If I may I
I'd be a bit worried about the skin and how coolant reacts to it, but maybe it's alright for now.
They were found in, they were found in waterfront, so coolant's still pretty prevalent there as well.
If it that is,
I see.
like somehow just the skin and you
Barlicus did, yeah. So you weren't given a call in, so yeah, I see.
That my entire reality
Ooh.
is still operating as a firearm correctly.
I also wrote to recommend teaching them my name. Barley Fist is kind of hard.
Well, it's not that. It's just too many people, and we don't want her to feel like she's trapped. But I'll step back behind the barrier as well, so that way, if she wants to bolt, she can. I'm not gonna stop her.
One of the things I do, I'd back away like this. My back to her. Then.
Actually, there was a Native American that lived in
Not too close, Guppy.
What? No, really. No, there's
Dealing with that. Yeah.
Native American had both his arms chopped off, and then he just literally.
If I have my back towards and I'm either going away or back, my back and my face facing away, so it's good.
I see. That shows that you're trusting them with your back.
I'm gonna say,
Mm-hmm.
they look rat or mouse based off the claws and the feet.
Oh, let's see. Just a little.
I know because they remind me very much of the Skaven.
Apologies, I don't have too much of an input, but the fact that they was around Waterfront already, that would be my first issue or concern is skin irritation and whatnot. Some units can get really easily infected because of that, because they ain't necessarily got stuff for the coolant. Apart from that, if you need anything hardy, or custom concoctions, that'd be a bit difficult still, because I mean, everyone's a different case per case, right? You can't really go by different measurements like things written down for orcs or other kind of demi-humans. It's trial and error a little bit.
Get a basic level of language, or at least comprehension of what people are doing. So that
Marcus, may I recommend something?
Mm-hmm.
If you're worried about the coolant affecting their body, remember that cream that I used to give you that actually shielded your skin from irritants?
Yeah. Simple topical things like that, just in case it turns out that there's some wear and tear there, but I mean, that skin looks like it can handle the coolant, so.
Yeah.
I'd like to get closer and actually take a look because I've been around a lot of
just
Bratman.
remember basic body language. I'll leave this to it. I'm sorry, I'm a bit
give
tired.
off the body language of an angry bastard. It's just a dwarven way.
You're in a rush, man. Appreciate
It's mostly I just need to get some rest before something else.
Yeah. Okay.
A zombie man.
I got an idea then. I can take her into that way. Don't have to worry about her getting overstimulated.
Can you introduce me? I kind of want to. Can you introduce me?
Apologies, I need to get some rest.
1 second. Okay.
You're fine, don't worry.
As I said, be free to rest before you expedition out next. At the very least, me and Sentinel do not need to worry of this. And at least now we have the good news that cold water and ice cubes do work on reducing my core temperatures.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, we tested it.
Okay. I'm gonna lay down for a moment and start traveling. Whew.
But it's good to have confirmation considering when we were. It's good to have confirmation considering we were briefly venturing into the waters below the building.
Yeah, sure.
I definitely noted my core temperatures
I'd
reached
appreciate the
17
backup.
degrees.
That's good.
Then we did shoot back up to around, did quickly rise back to 43 degrees Celsius when we had seen that creature.
Yeah, that's understandable. It might be that water's not as effective. But still like,
Water conducts heat well, but so does most other forms of liquid.
Be any number of things.
My money's on lab experiment.
This is some
Well, I know.
I think it's a little bit irritating to try giving them some of the tea.
Sure.
Down the mine.
Because, like, Aether,
Appreciate it. You have a good one, buddy.
my experience is they look
So-
like they've been shaved,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It looks like that was hair.
So what do you have to go do, Marcus? What are you going off to?
Traveling out to the wasteland looking for some information things. Just filling the lead on stuff from my partner Felix, you see.
Maybe some kind of faking.
Just peace of mind sort of stuff, family history.
I'd would you like a dwarf along with you? I've got nothing to do.
I can see the lab experiment. Yeah. As for the actual
I mean, if we got more information, I'll keep it in mind, but I think we kind of keep it on the down low for now.
Understandable.
Howdy. Hey, so
Well, either way,
I'm about
you
to
have
head
my
out.
contact information. I'm heading back to the airship.
Absolutely.
Before you go, Marcus. Are steroids okay? Not for selling, but for using, because I'm running boxing, so.
Not give them anything, but most of them won't give them like.
See, some people might say it's okay, and it really just depends on how you're utilizing it. You need to get a bit educated on how you're using that stuff before you go too far. What kind of goals are you trying to get with your games?
I just want to be a good boxer.
Well, there's still different kind of things you can train, and you don't necessarily need steroids for that.
Okay. I'll get her to the.
Things like endurance training kind of thing, or strength training. Different kind of exercises like that. Nice and simple stuff to begin with. No need for steroids or anything like that. What I would suggest is protein shakes. Things like that. It's more about your diet if you can help it.
Okay. Rick stole one of my cookies though, so I'm still kind of annoyed about that.
And that way,
Mhm.
you won't have to worry about things.
Hey Gabe, I'm heading out.
Yeah.
You wanna come with?
I'll come with you. Yeah.
I was gonna regroup with 758. I'm so tired. I don't wanna linger, dude.
Bye-bye.
Good luck. Try not to resort to steroids right away. That's like bodybuilder thing, and if you're getting strong, it's not really gonna. Bodybuilding doesn't make you strong. They may look tough, but they're not strong. It will strengthen strength training. You got this. Oh my god, my head hurts.
I forgot something. You have a good
Oh
day,
no.
Marcus.
Good luck.
See, because it's like,
That's because